it's 38.18, comes into the Terrorism Act as far as, well, there are several points there. I will start with leaving Canada to join a terrorist organization is a crime in Canada. You cannot ignore that fact. The penalty for that is no less than 10 years. I imagine you could say that they were mentally ill, and then you can give them whatever slap on the wrist you want. But the fact is, it's illegal. In fact, people were arrested in Canada for that very crime. And it is a crime. I don't care how much emotion you want to access to. They wanted to go fight and kill our allies, but you can justify that any way you want to. Further to that, committing crimes while you are overseas on a, how would you put that, a ghastly level, a immoral level. Let's look at the facts. Burning people alive, cutting off their heads. These are facts. They are all over YouTube. You can watch them. Throwing people off of buildings. Hey, I've seen it. Don't get me confused with, oh, I've seen it on the internet, so it must be true. No, it's also written in the Quran. If you don't like that, read it. It's a fact. Finally, Justin Trudeau, where he comes into this is when you, how do I put this? Our American cousins like to refer to it as aiding and abetting. In Canada, it is referred to harboring terrorists. ISIS is a terrorist organization. Therefore, bringing in ISIS people, providing them with houses, providing them with an income, providing them with help, and whatever other aid that you were giving them is also a crime. That is also punishable by 10 years. This is a fact. It is written in our Canadian code, or our criminal code. You cannot deny this. Go ahead, you clap. So, I ask you, why is Justin Trudeau still free? Under Harper's Law, he brought in a revision to this, the Terrorism Act, that anybody that messed with our economy for political gain was to be considered a domestic terrorist. Now, you could argue that Trudeau is stupid and he doesn't know what he's doing, or you could argue that, he's just getting bad advice. I don't think he's smart enough to do this all on his own. Therefore, I would say that I would postulate or put forth the hypothesis. I can use big words. I'm a welder, but I can do it. You can put forward the hypothesis that he is being manipulated by foreign interests to wreck our economy. Once again, this makes him a criminal. He has committed a crime. It's in the books. All you have to do is go Google it yourself. It is there. So everybody that whines about, migrants who aren't fleeing hardship or whatever, they are coming here for money. Refugees have a legitimate, need. They are being forced to other country, or they are being prosecuted. Migrants, no. They are coming here for A, either jobs, or B, welfare. Because our culture is better than theirs. And I don't really have a problem with that if you do it legally. crossing the border where there is a big sign that says you cannot cross here or you will be, sent to the police and then, or the authorities, and then you will be deported. And someone had mentioned the third party thing from the US. If you land in the US, you are not legally allowed to come to Canada. You have to stay where you landed.
Does that include refugee status?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure, but migrants are a whole different ball of wax than refugees, and they are definitely different than immigrants. If you actually look at the immigration laws, you have to speak one of the official languages. I'm sure you could always appeal that. You have to speak one of the official languages. You have to have a history of education, probably above grade 6, grade 3, You have to have a work history, like other than raising cows so you can survive. That's not a job, that is survival. That's what you do to live. So everybody that's saying, well, these migrants, blah, 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 yeah, do it legally, and then I don't have a problem with it. I don't care what color you are. If you can contribute to our country, so be it. If it takes you 2 to 3 years, to learn the language and stuff like that, fine. But if you cannot do that in a reasonable amount of time, see ya. Why should we support you with our tax money when you don't want to contribute to our society? I mean, isn't that much part of the pledge when you are an immigrant? You come in, you say, I pledge to Canada, whatever, to this way of life. To come here and say, well, this offends me. Well, you know what? The fact that it offends you offends me.
Right.
What happens when I'm offended? Nothing. And you know what? I am a minority. I may look white, but I am Métis. I am half white, half, well, not half, more like 1/16, whatever, but still, I can get my Métis status. I do have, Cree blood running through my veins. And I would just like to point out, white people are not the only race that can be racist. It takes all colors to say it's okay to be black. It's black power. It's Asian power. It's this, it's that. Sure, you can be proud of that. But don't shit on me when I say I am white.
All lives matter.
Exactly.
Amen.
That's all I gotta say.
Even the
Sorry, guys.